having a sale. So as soon as I walked past the bin, I reached into the Asclepia box, and there were only 4 left, but each bag does contain 6 roots, and so they were only 5 something a piece, so that was pretty good. And I do want to give a little tip though. After I buy anything in the store like that, especially a big box store, and this has happened to me in a nursery before too, and you get these bags, just after you pay for it, before you ever leave the store, don't be afraid to open up the bag and look in there and see what kind of condition your tubers or your roots are in, because if they don't look viable, I would just get my money back right then and there and don't even waste your time. So, but I did rip the bags open right after I paid for them, and everything looked great. I was very happy, but like I said, I got the last 4 bags at my store. I have lots in store for you. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Pepe's Memorial Park. So I'm not going to be able to do what I spent my sub box money on for the month of May, because this month I'm putting together a gift box, and I'm like way behind in gift boxes, and so I'm having a lot of fun doing that. So I'm getting caught up in my gift boxes. So instead of that, I did go out today and I got some new plants, and then I got an Amazon order. So I'm just going to kind of combine it and say this is kind of just what I ended up with. Some of this is on clearance, some not. So we'll just go through it kind of quickly. So I went ahead and grabbed, let me start with my little rose. When we were back up in the city, we had a really cute miniature rose shrub. We had 2 of them. And when we were moving, we just did not have time to take them. And he and I both love those little miniature pink roses. And we always trimmed around them neatly and just really enjoyed them. And I've really missed them. And so they were only 3 something at Walmart. So I grabbed just a single pink rose. Now y'all know I don't have any gardens anywhere yet, except for out front where I have my butterfly garden. So most of what you'll see is going to go out in the front, out there by the butterfly feeding station. And then I do have one spot underneath the camper that some of you were with me back in the day when I did the little witchy vignette at the front of my camper. And so I want to add some color underneath there this year. So even though that these items are annuals in my area, I went ahead and grabbed these. I thought these would be cool shade plants. So this really brilliant coleus with this really brilliant coleus, and they're quite big, and there's like 3 of them in here. Looks like just 1 in that one. And then I went ahead and grabbed a couple of elephant ears. They are in those bins when you first walk in the door, and they were $11.97. Well, that's what it says. I don't know what they normally sold for. It's not usually what's on the package, but they were 5 something. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 of them, and this one's a bulb and a baby, and then this one's also a bulb and a baby that's already fallen off. So it's going to be a total of 4. So I'm going to go ahead and plant those under the front of my camper. And then I went ahead and got some more temporaries, because I just love heather, and heather is so beautiful. It's actually called Mexican heather, so it is not a perennial in my zone, but it starts off really small, and they're only like $1.48. So I grabbed 4 of those. Now I have them pretty much every year. In Louisiana, I used to use these to line my sidewalks, and they would come back for me every year, and they were huge. Well, they get just as big here in Zone 6A, but they don't last. And I don't know, you'd have to dig them up and all kinds of stuff. I just let them, for $1.48, I just let them do their thing for 1 season. But if you've never grown these heathers before, they stay really low kind of to the ground. They don't really get much bigger than that. But in my zone, they get huge, and they're covered with these beautiful tiny little purple blossoms. and the pollinators just flock to these. So I like to put them in one big circle right around the center of my butterfly feeding station. Now, a few days ago, my friend Deb on another channel, she told me, she's my friend in Florida, and she told me, she reminded me that pollinators love parsley. I had forgotten all about that. So while I was at Walmart, I went ahead and picked up a parsley because Deb reminded me of that. All right, y'all heard me in my video earlier, yesterday I think it was, or a couple days ago, talking about how much I love purple salvia, and I only have one in one corner. So for $4.42, I went ahead and picked up another purple salvia. Okay, and then that's just my tea. I was like a drug addict, almost out of Earl Grey lavender, and I was like, literally, I was taking black tea, and then I was putting like a teeny little scoop of Earl Grey lavender. I was like trying to make it through the weekend. I'm so glad I got my tea. Oh, I ordered another one of those bracelets. Remember when my friend in Illinois gave me the 2 bracelets? I think this one's called Pedicite. I need to go back and look again. And this one's actually called Dragon Blood. I love the dragon blood. See how it's not like so much blood as it is like dragon scales? Well, I had already ordered a dragon blood, or not a dragon blood, but a bloodstone. I've been needing a bloodstone because I have this thing going on with my throat, and it's they call it GERD. So I have that going on, and this bloodstone crystal is actually good for healing and for your throat chakra. So I thought, wow, healing and throat, that's exactly what I need. So I ordered myself a bloodstone bracelet. And I was afraid I wouldn't be able to tell the bloodstone from the dragon blood, but I can actually, because the bloodstone has more blues in it, and my dragon blood one has more white, more clear. So super thrilled about that. Then I went ahead and got some seed packets. So also for my butterfly feeding station, one of my absolute, hands down, favorite flowers ever is zinnia. And they're just so easy to grow. And you know zinnia, they get really, really tall. And well, from the table, they'd be like, oh my gosh, they'd be really tall. And then they come in all these colors. And I could only find one variety of zinnia packet down here. I always do them from seed. And it's getting late, but they'll still make it. Late in the year, I meant. And I could only find, I think they called it Prince Pink or something. I don't know what it was, but it's one variety. Well, the best thing about zinnia is not only do your pollinators love it, but you get all these varieties, all these different kinds, and then you can be like a seed, like a flower manufacturer, because you can take like your biggest white bloom that you got that year and you could save those seeds. And then the next year you save the biggest one out of that and save those seeds, or you can get the tiniest, or you can get the most vibrant. It's just so much fun to pick and choose like your seed heads, and then you'll get like that. And you can keep improving on it every year. Anyway, I missed last year, so all my seeds are not viable anymore. So that's okay, I'm just starting over. So I got 4 packets of Zinnia Seeds. And then for all the herbalism that's going on right now, I went ahead and got 100 vegetarian empty peel capsules. I ordered those off of Amazon. I'm super excited to be able to harvest all of these fresh herbs down here and start my own little apothecary. And then I got these cute little bottles for my apothecary, little tincture bottles. They're amber, of course, so you don't get the sunlight through there, because you don't want the sunlight on your tinctures. And for making tinctures, I'm going to put a link to April's channel from She Is of the Woods. She's my tincture czar. She's my herbalist, like, goddess. I get all of my information from her. So this was a pack of 12 tincture bottles. It came with the little funnel, and it came with the labels, the really plain Jane labels. That's going to be fun. And then I think the last thing I have to show you, is probably the most fun. I've never had one of these before. I'm super, super stoked about this. They were sitting right there at the register. I couldn't resist. This is my very first Venus flytrap. Okay, you know where she's gonna go, right? Yeah, of course she's gonna go in the love shack. How fun to have a Venus love, Venus flytrap outhouse. She's so cute. I haven't really opened her up yet, or I'd show her to you more closely. And she's building up a little bit of steam in there. She's like in her own little sauna world. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I just can't wait to see what happens with her. I have no experience with Venus flytraps. I'm just so super excited to have her in there. Okay, I think that's it. That was my flower haul, and I wish you all health and happiness, and may you all have beautiful, beautiful, explosively colorful gardens. Okay, guys, blessed be.